Yo, 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 what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the No World Hate
How's this
podcast.
light?
No.
The lighting looks good for everybody here today on the No Way Home podcast. We're going to be talking most things NFL. Sometimes we miss things. It's understandable. I'm Johnny. I got a Galvin NFL, three Freel,
Wrong spots.
You always point to
three Freel,
Yeah.
NFL casual.
You
NFL
gotta get Gavin
casual.
right though.
Gavin.
Galvin
Yeah.
NFL.
Yeah.
Right, it's the opposite on my screen. But the point is, it's been another week of preseason. I'm pretty sure the Zay Flowers just caught his first touchdown in the game that's going on right now. We just want to talk about some things, just bring up some things about the NFL. Maybe give off some more hot takes prior to the season really starting. I just wanted to preface this though.
I'm tired of
I got
preseason.
struck. Yeah, I got struck with preseason fatigue this weekend. I couldn't really find myself able to tune into anything after work. Didn't really care. I watched my team's Prem League match because that's regular season. I caught the Man U game, but the Titans game, I mean, it was on Saturday night at 6, but still didn't really care to watch it. Fellas, how y'all feeling tonight? Anything?
Dude, the Saints were awesome last night. We're 2-0 in preseason. Like, let's go. Jake Hayner looked great.
Okay.
Jameis looked
Ben, did you watch the whole game?
Basically, yeah.
I had the under, and the Chargers quarterback was doing everything in his power to sell that. Literally everything.
Yeah.
He was trying.
Easton Stick was ball, low key.
Who was it?
Easton Stick, bro. And he was actually low key dicing it up at the end.
And then it would be 3/4 downs in a row, and he would just run for 20 yards.
Yeah.
The hell? What's his name? Easton Stick?
Yeah.
That sounds made up. That sounds
2.
made up. That's a baseball name.
This is the part of preseason nobody cares about. It's guys like these.
Yeah, Tyler Bagent.
We're never seeing that. We're never seeing
Tyler Bagent.
He just stole my whole segue.
All right.
Anyways, Tyson Bagent is legit, dude. So let me tell you about this kid. He went to Shepherd College, same college as his parents. His dad is a world champion arm wrestler, and his dad was also a world champion arm wrestler. So already you can see this family has a history with great arms. So Tyson decided.
I actually did see that his dad was the world champion.
World champion for.
That is funny.
Dude, and then hearing his dad talk, because they interviewed him and his dad, RG3 did, I believe, and they were just talking about how he brought him up. He's a competitor. He's he has that dog in him. It's just evident. And then you see him go on the field, he just slings it. So we're just gonna transition to making this guy QB2. PJ Walker and Nathan Peterman are ahead of him. These are guys who have jobs in the NFL, on different franchises. Bagent looks better than them against the second string. So I hope he comes in pretty early against Buffalo so they can test him against some of their first stringers and some second stringers.
Dude, no way you're talking about Tyler Bagel this deep, bro.
Okay, so the Bears have this. Is he how does Tyson Bagent fit into the future of the Bears scheme?
He doesn't. That's why. Dude,
I
was gonna say
put him on the practice squad, and the Vikings are gonna steal him.
Well, that's what we have to avoid, because this kid's pretty legit.
PJ Walker,
he looks better than Jake Hayner.
Yeah,
he looks better than Jake Hayner. I can promise you that.
I didn't watch him, so I can't argue with that. But
dude, pull it up right now.
Jake Hayner looked really good last night.
Better stats, PFF grade. I rest my case.
I'm as an eye test guy.
The eye test is there. That's the biggest part.
No, dude, it was against some third stringer practice squad guys that the Vikings are gonna pick up after week 5. Come on, man.
The Vikings are getting
dude, bro. Nobody else has backup quarterbacks that are playing that poise, bro.
This is
in preseason.
The Colts.
It doesn't matter, bro. He's getting his
guys getting their one moment they're gonna share at the barbecue for the rest of their life. Tyson Bagent, dude, I was dicing.
You know who's playing really calm right now and collective?
Who?
Sam Howell.
He's a starter.
I don't think so. Why'd
I
they
don't-
pay Jacoby?
He's the starter, dude.
I think
Sam
he's
Howell's
gonna
the
like be a
starter.
starter like a few
no,
weeks in.
no, wrong.
Sam Howell is the starter on
he's
the
not.
Washington
Definitely
Commanders.
not. Definitely not.
Yeah, he is. They named him the starter.
Yeah, but like Jacoby.
I'm still like
Jacoby is there
not
for
understanding why Taylor.
I hope
Heineke
they
is
use
there.
Jacoby like on the QB sneaks and like for touchdowns like they did in the Colts that one year.
I mean, personally, I don't. I mean, we saw what, like 3 games out of Sam Howell last year. Does anybody even know?
I don't know. I'm actually just looking now though, and I'm really confused because he is like starting, and it's all the starters, and it's about to be halftime, and I'm confused why they're all still playing.
Maybe they'll not play the second half. Maybe they just wanted to really test him and see what he's made of.
Oh, you guys are talking about right now.
There is the Ravens playing the Commanders right now.
Oh, yeah.
What are Sam Howell's live stats?
Dude, I think it was
Dude.
17 for 23.
He's
Like, not
18
bad.
for 24 with 176 yards.
Not bad. All right, maybe he is. I just think like,
Better than
am I the
Tyler
only one that's?
Bagent.
Am I the only one that
Dude.
believed in Taylor Heineke to keep leading them after last year?
No, I think that he got disrespected. That
Everyone
like,
did, but the
Heineke on
franchise.
Falcons could get pretty scary for some
I
NFC
agree.
South teams.
Yeah, like what? Well, what's Desmond Ritter's number this year? 9.
Yeah, DR9.
DR9 is a dog, and I feel like people
You
are
think he's
really
good?
sleeping. Okay, this might. I'm just gonna start rolling off hot takes about the Falcons, I guess, then, because Bijan Robinson is gonna be a top 5 back this year, and Taylor Heineke is gonna come in after DR9 gets injured. I'm not gonna say
Running the ball.
DR9's
He's
not
gonna be
gonna
running the
like
ball
get.
like a running
He's not
back.
gonna get benched. DR9's not getting benched this year. He's only leaving if he gets injured.
He has to go on leave, maternity
think-
leave.
I think it's interesting that like people will talk about like guys like Trey Lance and like, oh, I'm excited for all these guys. Dude, DR9 is he's gonna lead the team to the playoffs next year. It's a weak NFC. It's a division that they could possibly win, maybe get by with like 9 wins, 8 wins. I definitely think that DR9 or Taylor Heineke leads that team easily to a playoff.
I think you're forgetting that they split up the duo of Taylor Heineke and De'Ami Brown last year.
Well, De'Ami Brown scored a touchdown against the Titans, so I'm not very fond of
Just
him.
scored a touchdown against the Ravens.
Well, I
right
guess
now.
De'Ami Brown is just carrying on the legacy of the hard work they put forth.
Dude, the Falcons might have the best defense in the South now. I'm sorry.
I don't think that's like a bad take. On paper, it looks good.
They had a lot of really good offseason signings that was like, all right, so
They have,
you're
like,
actually trying to beef
Assuming
up.
Jeff Okuda is like way better, him and AJ Terrell's not bad at the corner.
They have Jesse Bates.
Jesse Bates is huge, and then they took like Caden Ellis and Onyemata from the Saints and got Calais Campbell, which is
Dupree.
huge. Yeah, they got Bud Dupree. They have a
Dude.
bunch of good dudes.
That's like a pretty stacked defense.
Yeah, it is.
Like
Yeah.
just naming guys.
hmm
Dude, I can't wait to see them play. Who did they play week 1? Carolina.
I don't
I
know.
don't think so. I think Carolina is someone else.
But I think that team can definitely like even make it into the wild card from winning so many games. Because I don't know if I'm in on the NFC South being a low win total division win. I still think the Saints are going to get like double-digit wins.
I think like multiple teams could.
Like I could see the Saints and Falcons somehow
Yeah,
getting 10 wins.
I
next year
agree.
if they stay healthy and they're just playing really well.
I don't know
I
if I
think
see that.
If
Yeah.
Ritter's not good though, like not
Well-
that good, like I think Heineke's got to come in for that.
They just have
playoff
so
push.
much there on Atlanta that it's like pretty disappointing if they don't at least win 9 games, in my opinion. Because
And they have a good coach. So Arthur Smith.
They won 7 games last year.
And their offense is pretty stacked this year too. Like say whatever about the quarterback, but like Kyle Pitts, Drake London, and then their running back room is probably one of the best in the league.
They're the best
Oh,
rushing.
Tyler
yeah.
Algier.
Dude, and then they have a great O-line. Like they just need
Yeah.
good quarterback play from week to week. So
They do play each other week 1, the Falcons and the Panthers.
That's fire. See,
I
like,
got my
that's,
money. Dude, I
if they
got
don't
my
win
money
that,
on the
yeah, if
Falcons.
they don't win that, that's disappointing.
Man, why did they
Let me-
schedule
let me
the
lock
Ravens?
that in right now.
The
You said-
Ravens and the Texans are playing week 1.
So
Yeah,
Lamar can get a
as the-
free win.
As a 10-point favorite, I just don't see that being covered. That might just be a weird take to take right now, but
For the Falcons?
no, for the Ravens, they're
You
10
already
points.
know that line?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
I've
know, I know.
studied up on the lines.
I
man.
have studied the
Come on.
I mean, I think they cover 10 points against the Shittens. I mean, Texans.
Dude, it's going to be C.J. Stroud's first game. He's not going to be in the pocket much. He's going to get
It's
be getting
in
chased around.
Baltimore.
It's in Baltimore. 10
I don't
points.
know. 10
Dude,
points
just
is a lot.
dude, because here's the thing, just like one bad like opening drive, I mean, it could set the tone. You know, you're going back and forth. You can't pull away from and get a 10-point cover.
Is
Game
Lamar
three.
having a bad game?
No, I just think it's like 6, 7, 8. I
I don't think the Texans defense is that built up.
Yeah, I
think
feel like
Six, 7, 8, what?
points.
like
Points.
he's saying like point differential. I think they cover.
You're
10.
saying like total points scored. I was like,
Nah, that'd
what?
be crazy. Do you guys think we're gonna have a game like that Denver Broncos Colts game this year where we don't have a touchdown?
Unfortunately,
You guys think we
Dude,
will?
I forgot about
Dude, I
that.
don't even think it's like on as much on like bad offensive play. Like I think defense is just getting better too. Like yeah, both those offenses were abysmal, but like
Well, you could definitely say Denver's
Yeah.
defense is good, but I think
like Stephon Gilmore made the game-winning
Yeah.
interception.
So was it basically just the Denver Broncos offense not being good enough and their defense being good enough?
Yeah, that was all.
Like
it
so
was.
basically, we just need a team to have like a good enough. Well, not good enough.
They were
You know what?
pretty
Maybe
much in
the
the same
Falcons are that
situation.
team.
They were pretty much in the same situation as the Jets last year, but the Jets got more wins, and the Broncos had a quarterback who they paid, but it didn't. Like he was the level
worst
of
coach
Zach.
as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, one of the worst coaching
Patrick
jobs all
didn't-
time.
Yeah, he just didn't.
yeah. I mean, you can't disagree with
Dude,
that.
Sean Payton was cooking there.
Yeah, he's not lying.
I mean, we all know how we.
There's
feel
just
about
always
the
going to be bad
Broncos, yeah.
teams that are going to be in like low scoring tank bowls like that. So
I think
I mean,
they're
yeah.
exciting.
no,
Um,
there's not.
anyway,
At the end, maybe at the end when somebody's trying to score.
I know,
it's
but like I'm trying to. I do this every year, I think, but like I'm trying to be like going into the season being thankful when it's like a Thursday or Monday night and it's like a horrible game we're watching. I just need to like be remembering like we have football and like
Yeah.
there was this whole amount of months without football.
yeah, like Eagles Texans Thursday night. Like, what a great game that one was, right?
Dude, that was awesome because I had Damian Pierce in fantasy.
That was fun,
So
Yeah,
speaking of
and
the
they had the
Eagles,
red jersey.
except for everybody that had minus 14.5 on the Eagles.
And
yeah,
like
that game
Dallas
was
got
a
his
shitter.
first touchdown.
It's speaking of the Eagles. What are the odds that Jonathan Taylor like ends up in Philadelphia or Kansas City even?
I think that him going. I think the team that's kicking themselves in the butt right now is New England. They're like, why the fuck did we sign Zeke now? Because if I'm them, like dude, think about McCaffrey's traded for like a bag of chips. Like, bro, what it would take to get Jonathan Taylor to come to
I
your
feel like
team?
you could get.
Their owner's
Right.
asking for some crazy shit though.
I feel like
He
yeah,
wants a
but I feel
first,
like
a
if they
second,
really
and, like,
wanted
a starter
Taylor,
or
they
some
could
shit.
figure it out right now before the season starts and get
I
it
think
done.
someone will give up that kind of bullshit for a package. Like, why not?
Dude, but he doesn't have the track record of CMC. Like, I'm not investing in the Jonathan Taylor, bro. Like, you can keep your ass in Indianapolis.
But even the Bears, like, what if the Bears threw? Would you be upset if the Bears threw the first round pick
Here's the
next year?
thing. Yeah,
the
I would be.
Panthers?
I would be pretty pissed off. I'd be like, Ryan Poles doesn't know what the fuck he's
I
doing
think
because
that'd be worth it.
our offensive line and defensive line are just absolute shit. Like, it might be the worst group in the entire league, like collectively. And then we're out here trading picks for Jonathan Taylor.
But then if you have Taylor, you got to have 9 in the box.
Dude, but then we already have like 4 backs on the roster.
That's
we're,
true
like,
too.
More the
Who are all
Bears-
like capable of starting, to be honest.
5 backs, including Fields. So it's like, what's going on here? We need to start passing.
Like Foreman can start, Herbert can
Dude,
start.
here's the thing. If we trade for Jonathan Taylor, his ass better have that Christian McCaffrey effect that he had on the 49ers. Because he's pretty much why they won 10 games in a row. Like, he's not the complete reason why. Dude, he just adds another element to that offense.
I will say I'm someone who took Jonathan Taylor as like a number 2 pick in a fantasy draft last year. If I was a GM, I'd say ain't no way in hell we're giving up anything for that guy. But if you don't like have any sort of back or anything, like that's not a bad target unless Irsay is not willing to move on the asking price for Taylor. Like that'd be the only thing if like the management's like, no, we still want this much. Because I mean, if you're him, like, bro, why even play?
Yeah.
Like, and he seems injury prone. Like, to me, I don't think he definitely ain't playing another down as a Colt.
I don't see them moving him because nobody. It's like a next year thing.
Yeah, we'll have to see what happens with that one. We had a trade request rumor today. It's fake news according to Mr. Stefan Diggs that he requested to trade, and then there was more rumors being made up of the teams he was asking to go to, and it was like the Cowboys, Bears, and Niners from the fake rumor I saw.
Yeah, I mean that guy was just engagement farming. It's pretty obvious.
Is Diggs a diva? Like, obviously,
Yeah.
right?
I'll watch.
But like these are
divas,
like made up reports though. When's the last time he actually said he wanted to leave Buffalo? Ever?
When he was being really weird in the off season and posting those like cryptic photos in Dodge camp and went to the photo shoot and
But it's like Dame. It's like
really
Dame. Like
awkwardly.
Dame never asked for a trade ever for all those years until like this season. Like after, you know what I mean?
But Dame got drafted to that team. Like, I feel like
Okay, but
Stephon
still, like
Diggs is
NFL, that's
like,
just how
you
it
don't-
is.
I
He got
don't
mad.
know.
He got mad at Minneapolis and then Minnesota, and then they traded him to Buffalo. Still,
I think Diggs might realize what I realized.
What?
They're done. That window has closed.
Cap.
That division is
Cap.
good.
I think they have like one more year.
Cap.
It's not. No, they're not going
Dude, as long as Josh Allen is their quarterback, they will be relevant.
Yeah, I think you stand a chance.
As long as you have an elite quarterback. All right, it's funny to be like, yeah, he turns the ball over. He slings it anywhere. Bro, he is still an elite quarterback.
He's comparable to Phillip Rivers.
That's going to have you in the race every single year. He doesn't have to have the same exact
In
career
the
as
race,
Phillip
but
Rivers.
like as far as winning a championship, I feel like Diggs knows
he's a way more dynamic player than Phillip Rivers. So that just adds a whole nother level to what he can do in one game.
Yeah, but I don't think that means I don't think they're winning the Super Bowl this year regardless. And maybe
I think they'll be in the
I don't know.
I could see them making the AFC Championship. It just
depends on the road that they have to play to get there.
In my opinion, it depends on like how good their defense is. And Allen needs to, of course, not be like throwing stupid picks, but
yeah. And then
I think Diggs is staying there, bro.
I think like there's not even really a good place for him to like even get traded to right now. Like, where would you go?
The Niners sounded pretty enticing.
Yeah, but like that, I mean, I don't know. They wouldn't really. But I can't put it past them.
I don't think the Niners have too many people who need the ball. That would not work.
I don't know. I'm just like sketched out on him. I also drafted him in a first round last year, and he was all right. Like, definitely top 10 wide receiver, but still kind of sketch in my opinion, just because of the like. I feel like he is willing to leave or asked to be like traded.
Buy DJ Moore stock.
Yak stock?
Buy Yak stock. Dude, that's actually true. Buy Yak stock. Think about Cooper Kupp, bro.
That's what I'm hearing this year is that it's all these guys who are just going to be catching and running. Ain't no more long balls.
I mean, there's still are going to be long balls.
I heard Justin Fields is only doing checkdowns this year.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Jacob,
when they stack the box, that's when
they
throw the long ball.
We got Josh Jacobs ending his holdout. Have they found like a deal with a number, or they just like have come to terms like we're gonna agree?
It's probably like I just want to come play football.
Yeah, that was kind of my thinking. Is like he just came off of like being the rushing leader, and it's like why would you not want to be out there and play and like show that you have value and stuff? Like I don't know. And he's young, and it's like, I don't know, but it's also a tough situation because it's not like they're going to move you. You're like probably the only one selling jersey. Well, I guess they still have Devontae Adams. So, like, you know, he's like a top 2 jersey seller. Like, the Raiders don't want to just move him away, but like, he wants to get paid. It's an odd situation.
Dude, I feel like Jimmy G is going to actually do pretty well there if he stays healthy. If not, they have my boy Aiden O'Connell.
He looks good.
He's like, you know, he's like Bagent.
I mean, I definitely could see Jimmy G finding a way to
the Tyler Bagent episode.
Their third stringer.
Dude, I just watched the tape and I'm like, dude, let him play with the starters and see what they can do. Not like in an actual game, but
Okay, let me ask you this: what would it have to take to put Tyler Bagent in the or Tyson? What's his name? Tyler?
Tyson Bagent.
What would it take to put Tyson Bagent in? Like Fields dying?
Yeah, being injured. Well, that's the thing. He was just QB4, and I don't know. We have to see if he'll be QB2 by the time they make 53-man cuts.
Oh, he could get cut.
They could put him on the practice squad.
Who just got cut today? Didn't Greedy Williams get cut?
Wait,
I
like
think
from the
the
Bears?
Eagles
I know the
cut
Bears cut some people. But...
Eagles cut Greedy Williams today, I believe.
Dude, but the Eagles are just
Good
always going
name.
to be right there, bro. That
It's a good name
defense.
though. Let's see what else I got. A young quarterback I wanted to bring up with the Ram situation with the aging Stafford, who is very brittle. Do we how soon do we see Stetson Bennett the fourth taking over?
Dude, I don't
Is
think he's going to be a
healthy?
guy. Stafford's healthy.
He is?
Yeah, but he's old and brittle and not as explosive.
Stetson
What about
Bennett's coming
Cup?
for the throne.
Dude, I don't think Stetson's good.
Is Cup injured?
How
I think
is a,
McVay's a good coach.
how is
Cup's
a
injured.
two-time Natty champ not good?
Mm,
He's not even going to be as good as Goff.
What?
Stetson
I don't
Bennett
know.
is not going to be as good as Jared Goff. Jared
I
Goff
mean-
was drafted first overall.
Yeah, but they were tweaking.
They were tweaking, but they wanted a QB, and I mean, he got him to the Natty.
Yeah, I mean, he got them to the national champ. I mean, Georgia's kind of a system team, but he did it twice. It's not like he just went out there and did nothing. He's a proven player. I think
We'll see.
I think in the event that Stafford does go down, it'll just be all right, we're going to the future now.
If he
But
can throw the ball well, he has a chance.
I also think they play in a harder division, minus obviously the Cardinals. But it's their side of the NFC feels like it's going to be more competitive, and I don't know their schedule exactly. But if Stafford's not working out, why wouldn't you just move to Stetson Bennett?
Yeah, I mean, if he can throw the football well consistently, then he'll be all right. I saw him throw that pick six. Which I mean, it's you're throwing interceptions in preseason, but I don't see him being a long-term guy in the NFL, as a starter. So we'll see.
I think the Titans have basically turned Will Levis into our Tyson Sard. What's his name? Tyson Bagent.
Tyson Bagent.
Our Tyson Bagent is now Will Levis. On Saturday, the Titans decided to just go with Willis for the whole game.
Yeah,
not looking good for Will Levis. I don't think. I don't really.
he's not good.
Well, I mean, he's not good, and we're not I also enjoy and embrace hey, we're gonna get Willis his reps because he might have to come in if Tannehill gets injured. We don't have time to have Will Levis throw his passes out there and fuck it up. We're all business right now. We're gonna work on what we're not really trying to develop him, and I'm glad that we're kind of putting a back seat on him.
Yeah.
Unless he comes in to play but I feel like Willis would play most of this upcoming game as well. With maybe Tannehill or something. Maybe not Tannehill though.
Dude, I don't know. I had some hope for Levis that he could ball out in the preseason, but not just
yeah,
not
when he got his shot, it just didn't look good. And then I don't know. We're just working on too many things right now to really give him another shot. I feel like another player. So the Niners gave everyone a shot, and
yeah.
I test for the first time in his career. I feel like Trey Lance did not look that bad.
Yeah, he had a pretty good stat line. Went 13 for 18.
Stat line was good. He didn't look as horrendous as he usually does when he plays, from what we've seen. I mean, even Sam Darnold didn't play that bad. So it's if you're the Niners, I mean, obviously Purdy's the option, but if he gets hurt, who's number 2?
Darnold. Easily Darnold. You just, bro. Mess stuttered hard as fuck. You just got to go with the experienced NFL guy, bro. You just got to go with the experienced quarterback, especially in Kyle Shanahan's offense. They just need somebody to play quarterback and just get the ball out to people. So, like, I feel like it can't be that hard for Sam Darnold to just step in and be a good QB2. Lance is just still developing to even play at the NFL level, in my opinion.
What about Purdy?
They just said if he goes down.
I'm saying
if he goes down,
Purdy went down, who's two?
Darnold.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, he was running
They
the
are-
Panthers last year, and they won a decent amount of game. Like, they started off horrendously. They finished with 7 wins because he came in.
And
Yeah.
he like didn't lose until that game he got injured.
So imagine
To
him.
nobody.
Yeah, just imagine him with that Niners offense when it's healthy.
I don't know. It's such a system.
He's gonna
such
cook.
a system team. I got a fantasy question. How do you guys feel about Brandon Ayuk?
I didn't draft him.
don't
Here,
think
do you
he
want me
goes.
to read you my team? Dude, I went.
You had a
Cup.
draft?
Yeah, I had a draft. I went Cup and Adams for my first 2.
Like Devontae Adams?
Yeah.
All right.
Wait.
All right. Why don't you just read us your starting lineup? Let's rate this team.
Hold up, we gotta scroll to it. All right. So at quarterback, I have Geno Smith, running back Jahmyr Gibbs and Isaiah Pacheco, wide receivers Cooper Kupp, Devontae Adams, tight end Cole Kmet. My flex right now is Chris Olave. I have the Panthers defense. I have Brett Maher as my kicker. That's subject to change.
Yeah, I was about
And
to
then
say.
I have Taylor on the bench with Christian Watson, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Goff, Chiefs defense, and then I have Tajay Spears and Roshan Johnson on the bench.
That's actually you have pretty good depth, I feel like, with that team. So when you drafted who at one? It was Cup?
That was auto draft, but yeah,
Why? Oh, you
that
auto
was like a queued one. I queued it.
Okay. So you like knew if he was available, that was your guy you were
Yeah,
getting.
at my pick.
What
So I
so
picked
what,
7th.
what went
There's
into that?
8 people. I just really, I think, I don't know. A lot of it is just like he's pretty questionable because of his health, but when he is healthy, I just feel like he's just going to get those yak yards. And Stafford's going to need that a lot more this year. I feel like get the ball out quicker so he's not taking as many hits, just trying to let a route deep develop. I think the Rams will be back, and like Ben said, McVay is just pretty good, dude. So if he's healthy, I think he's going to put up a pretty big year, like his last big year, perhaps. So
Probably.
Um,
and then Adams is Adams. So
yeah. I mean, I feel like he and maybe this is a hot take to some people, but he is like a huge question mark for me just because of the quarterback that's available. Like, not like I don't believe in Jimmy G, but I don't believe in like the Raiders. And even when he put up numbers last year, I would always talk down and be like, he's not going to do that. He's not going to play good. So maybe he'll prove me wrong again this year. But like, I don't know. Personally, for me, that's a guy like that. If he was available when I'm picking, like, I'm not picking him.
I don't know. This is a low pot league, so
How many leagues are you playing in this year?
I think it's gonna be 3. Yeah. No, I for sure have another one. Aren't we gonna do one?
Potentially.
Yeah. So 3.
We'll be given obviously picks and stuff throughout the whole season. I guess since preseason, we got 1 week left, and then we're gonna go to regular season. Why don't we talk about a regular season game or two? Let's talk about the opening night this year. The Lions at Chiefs. Gavin, what's the line?
6.5, I think, for
Obviously,
Kansas City.
Chiefs.
I'll look.
I don't know. Well, I think the NFL might script that to be a close game.
Yeah, that's kind of my thought. Like, there's no way
I
you're
totally
going
see the Lions covering. I promise you I see the Lions
Yeah,
covering.
like it's got to be like a field goal game, right?
Yeah, Chiefs
There's-
win on a
There's
field
no
goal.
way you're scheduling the first game of the season to be like a Chiefs home blowout.
Yeah, it
Could
was
be.
6.5. It's 6.5 covering that.
It depends
on.
how good that Detroit defense holds up and gets to Mahomes. If they're
Bro,
able to generate pressure on Mahomes, then for sure it'll be close. But
Detroit's gonna score.
Yeah, I think easily gonna score. Like, not like the Chiefs' defense is bad, but they're not the best, and they're not gonna stop everything.
Yeah,
if they're getting pressure on Jared Goff, then I don't know.
This over under is one of the highest. Is one of the
Actually?
highest. Yeah, 54.5.
Dude, you got to play. I want to play that.
It is the highest of opening week.
I mean, the Lions are
final
gonna
score
put up
33 to
points
9.
because Mahomes, 33-9.
Some shit like that. I don't know. Honestly, I'll mess with the Lions. Give me the Chiefs to cover.
Really?
Locking that in.
I don't know. I would take the underdog to cover in that one just because
Home dog.
I would look at that like there's no way you're gonna win by a touchdown on opening.
Yeah, could be last second touchdown. You never know.
It could be, which would be some cheese because it would screw me out of the bet I'd place where I would take the Lions. I will not be parlaying that Thursday night game with anything else.
Yeah,
that is for sure.
Dude, what about
I'll be making a same game.
Cowboys Giants?
First, see a FanDuel.
Cowboys Giants, man, come on.
Cowboys in 1, right?
Cowboys in 1.
Cowboys in.
I'm not. Dude, Daniel Jones added 10 pounds of muscle. Like he was on he was on Sigma Talk. He was seeing all the Goggins edits. He's talking about how motherfuckers are trying to take his job, and he got on his grind this summer.
Not only
he went absolutely manic.
Not only did he go on Sigma Talk, he's also a good guy. I saw a video of him at Hugo Boss. He was trolling fans like, "Oh, hey, can I help you?" And then fans were like, "Hey, are you Daniel Jones?" And then he's like, "Oh, yeah, I am." And then they're like, "Oh my God, can we get a picture?" Good guy, Daniel Jones. He's gonna have a better year this year than he did last year because he's a good guy.
What do we feel about Jets Bills? The line's pretty much even on that.
Give me the Bills.
Favored by 1.5.
Give me the Bills.
Dog, Monday night in East Rutherford.
Give me the Bills.
I don't know.
Nah, because you know why? That'll be the one win that if they had gotten, it'll be like a 2-point loss for the Jets, and it'll screw them out of the playoff by like half a win. And it'll be like, damn, we should have won that week 1 game.
Dude, imagine they don't make the playoffs. That would be some crazy.
Oh, I mean,
ish.
I feel like we're getting into a more scripted, rigged era of the NFL than ever. So, like, they got to come up with these storylines in some way. And I feel like these are the important games to give a team their losses. Like, you got to give the Jets a loss against the Bills because, like, if the Jets play, they're not going to give up, like, a shitty win against an underdog. You know
the Jets beat the Bills last year, but on primetime, I don't know. I might have to just go with the Bills.
Bro, I don't know. New Jets squad, I'm riding with the Jets.
Yeah, like, I can't.
Unless
the
defense is just shutting down.
At home. Dude, Ahmad Gardner's going to go absolutely nuts that game.
Like, Aaron Rodgers opening game, like, come on now. They're so hyped. Like, they have so much energy this year.
Yeah, I would be really disappointed in Buffalo if they just, like, go out. If they go to New York and get just blown out on opening night.
I don't think they get blown out, but I think that it's a little battle in that the Jets come out on top.
Yeah, I could see it. What's the line? Oh, you said it's a point in Buffalo's
like a point
favor.
and a half. Buffalo, yeah. Over under is like 47.5.
Dude, I don't know, dude. It really just depends on Josh Allen.
I would go with the Jets. I stated my feelings on Josh Allen. And I've also stated my feelings on the Jets and the AFC East, where I think the Miami Dolphins are the best team. So I think the Jets will win that game. But it's like when it goes back to Buffalo, like Buffalo's taken as well. Like I feel like when it's colder, bro, home is so much stronger.
Yeah, because
like when it goes back to Buffalo later in the season, that's gonna benefit them so much more.
Because they love it. They love that shit.
For some reason. I have it's a football player. I have this news. So recently, Skip Bayless parted ways with Shannon Sharp, and Shannon Sharp went to First Take.
Yeah, he went to First Take with Stephen A. Smith, and then Richard Sherman's going to be
Michael Irvin joined Undisputed.
I thought it was Richard Sherman. Or is it both?
I read Michael Irvin.
It might be both.
I heard Sherman too, but I don't know.
Either way, that should make for some pretty great clips.
Yeah,
Like,
Michael Irvin reaches deal to join Undisputed.
And
So, I mean, I feel like we're entering a new age of sports television with Pat McAfee moving over to ESPN. So like out of the new duos or new casts, like where do we fall at? We're still First Take or are we Undisputed gang?
I don't know if Undisputed like has potential to be pretty unbearable at times, but like I feel like we're also going to get some very great clips and takes. So I'm kind of torn on that.
Stephen A. and Shannon Sharp together, like
I don't know. That might be it.
Yeah. I mean,
that's just upgrade. Like that, you're literally just replacing Skip with someone better and funnier. Like I don't know.
Yeah, I think ESPN like definitely comes out on top in that deal.
Dude,
Michael Irvin was like wrongfully moved from his employment as well, so I'm glad he landed.
Yeah, he was. That was pretty wild. So shout out him for going to Fox.
Fox said, "We'll take you in. Don't worry about that."
That's W Fox in that scenario. But I'll still be like me and my pod here. We're gonna still be there at watching first or Undisputed. So
you'll still be watching.
Yeah, we still gonna be watching.
Why? Because the Cowboys fans love Michael Irvin.
Yeah, and dude, that is a Cowboys show though.
Yeah. That is a Cowboys show.
Except for Richard Sherman. Richard Sherman will diss the Cowboys. He doesn't care.
Let's see.
Indeed.
Looks like the Commanders. Ooh, Sam Howell, 19 for 25 now, 188, 2 touchdowns.
They kept him in the game?
I just want to point out the Ravens are like undefeated in preseason. Like
since 20 what?
Something like 2018.
2015.
Yeah.
2015.
2015. That is pretty nuts. What do you think it is? He just like Harbaugh's like, we're not fucking losing this game, or I'm kicking your guys' asses, or something.
It's like, okay, like the line, like they were only favored by a point tonight. Like, why? Why are they only
Justice Hill?
Sounds familiar.
That's a good name. That's a running back for the Ravens. Gabe, who do the Bears have this upcoming preseason week?
The Bills.
And what's your prediction for that?
I don't know about the final. Like, I don't care. Here's the thing. I don't care about the final. I just care about how select player is playing. Like, even if you're against starters, if you have the opportunity to make that play, you're gonna make it, I feel like, with the starters. So I'm hoping Tyson Bagent, of course. No, here's what I want to see. Fields takes the offense down the field on his like first and only drive. It could be another like dump off pass that goes for 60 yards, or it could be like a 98-yard drive. I don't care. I just want to see him like get a score on the Bills defense. And then I want to see Tyson Bagent play. And I also want to see Roschon Johnson. He's been really solid in preseason. I want to see him week 1 against Green Bay, just smacking Quay Walker in the mouth. He's a little stiff arm to Jair too.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he's got to make sure he's ready. Ben, what's your wish list for the last weekend of preseason for the Saints? Are you muted?
Bro, I think he's
muted. Oh, I am muted, I guess. But just that no one gets injured, bro. I just want everyone to stay healthy. But I don't think the starters are playing, so I don't think that matters.
Well, it is Sunday. It's a Sunday night game against the Texans, so I think we'll be able to view it. Gavin, who do the Packers have?
I'll check right now.
The Packers have the Seahawks in Green Bay. Anything interesting you looking for from that game?
Well, so against it, like Love played a decent amount against the Patriots. I don't know if it was because there was a fight that broke out and they kind of roughed up the intensity. Also, yeah, that game got cut short. Like they just completely stopped the game.
A guy got stretchered off from the Patriots, which was
Dude, I saw
think-
nothing like big about that from like major sports media.
Well,
yeah,
it already
Hit to the head.
happened. It already happened the first time, Gabe. It's not, it's not
Yeah,
new.
we don't need to talk about it again.
Not news anymore.
Um,
It's different vibes.
For me, quite honestly, I'm ready. Like, I've seen enough. Like, there's only so much you can show me in preseason. Those first couple games got me hyped, but I'm ready. It's like, okay, let's do
Dude,
it
week
now.
1.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's kind of how I'm feeling. We got the Pats this weekend in preseason, and like, I'm just hoping let's just get through this weekend. Just like kind of same thing. Like, don't want to see any injuries to anybody. Like, I hate seeing like Traylon Burks. All these guys' names popping up. It's just annoying because it's like, dude, it's like we haven't even started playing yet. Like, how are you hurt right now?
Bro, Tevin Jenkins strained both his calves.
How?
So I don't know, man. Both his calves.
That's
Nah.
that Carson Wentz shit.
Yeah, he strained
That's
both his
crazy.
calves. So now I'll be interested in preseason, this last preseason game, to see what our starting offensive line is for week 1.
And then before we wrap up, I just had one more storyline I wanted to bring up.
What's up?
So apparently the Jets joint practice, they had planned to cancel this back in March.
Yeah, that was really weird.
That was who was coming to see the Jets?
It was the Bucks.
So the Bucks
They practiced the day before, but they canceled the second day like months prior.
and the Bucks had no clue, and then went and apparently what they do, they went to the Giants facility.
Yeah, they went to the
Giants,
Giants
since they were in New York City, like the Giants just invited them there. But it's like the same
That's the thing.
facility.
That is so weird of the Jets. Like, one, it's like, all right, even if you canceled it, like, why didn't they know?
Yeah.
Like, hey, heads up, we're not having our practice
You
tomorrow.
guys know you're not supposed to show up, right? Like,
Heads up, you can go back to Tampa.
yeah, like
No,
they
I can't wait to
called
see that on this week's episode
buses,
of
like-
Hard Knocks.
Yeah, I mean, was that just a content move then?
It could be.
Yeah.
Be a content move. Like,
Well, why would they have done it 3 months prior? They were planning.
Yeah, that's the
content,
thing.
like-
Oh, well, we actually agreed back in March to not have this joint practice day on a random Wednesday in the
in
middle of this.
August, yeah.
How? Like, how did you specifically pick out that day? Unless they were doing Oz the Mentalist that day or something.
Dude,
that
that
was
could have
already
been the
last
Oz
week,
Mentalist day.
It couldn't have been Oz the Mentalist, which that was a great segment.
That was really.
Dude, he had the like.
What if it would have been a
goldfish-
giraffe?
Dude, he had a goldfish in his hands when he had a deck of cards.
Nah, that is pretty wild that he knew he would. How did he know he would pick the goldfish?
Nah,
Was that
for real.
the
What? But
spirit
actually, what if it
going
would have been a giraffe? What would he have done?
There would have been a giraffe right there.
I wonder if anyone's ever got Oz the Mentalist. Maybe one of these years, one of these NFL players will outsmart him.
Like, catch
Oh,
on
not
to
that.
it.
I feel like that about does it. Kind of a slower news week besides just kind of the bigger names, and it's like more simpler stories. But after
Dude,
this week, next week we'll just all be like week 1 predictions, which that's like can't wait for that. Given our actual official picks, we're gonna keep track of all of them this year. Like, make sure that we keep it nice and tight. We'll come up with something. We'll come up with a prize and a punishment for having the best and worst record.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, definitely be looking out for we're getting so close now to week 1.
Yeah.
So it's like
You
just
guys
be
are-
on the lookout. We'll be
You
giving
guys are
our
sticking with us or getting to the good part soon?
Yeah, I mean,
Also,
I'm
breaking
excited.
news to the NWH Pod Cinematic Universe world. We are all going to be in the same fantasy football league.
Really?
Confirmed. I'm the commissioner.
Bro
confirmed.
just started
Because
a
it-
fantasy league.
So what I said earlier happened, Ben.
I
Yeah.
guess they just did a merger. And I'm hyped about this league. All right, well, fellas, that's actually going to do it for us. If you made it to this point in the video, make sure to comment who you think.
Like and subscribe.
Make sure you comment who you think is going to win the 2024 NBA championship. And make sure to always like and subscribe. Follow us all on Twitter, NFL Casual 3 Freel, Galvin NFL 2024 NBA champions, Clippers 82-0 in the regular season. And that's going to do it. Have a good one. Peace out.
Peace.